have to get a dongle for your dongle that you can plug a dongle into?
It's a good question. I get asked that all the time, actually. Because especially when you go on a big Zoom session and they tile them all on there, you start to compare yourself and you're like, boy, mine looks really blurry, or I don't sound good, or it's jittery, or it's granular, you know, like, and so I think there's some quick tips for people, because everybody's doing Zoom now. If you're working from home, it's a fact of life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or you know, any other platform for.
Yeah, I think it's tough too, because since the beginning of the change of 2020, getting quality webcams is tough. They just aren't anywhere. It's like supply and demand haven't quite realigned yet.
Yeah.
But if you can, I mean, getting something that's a contemporary webcam is sort of the first step. And making sure that you have
what the
something
problem
that
is
can
that people are using not their phones
picture.
and stuff, which would be better.
Yeah.
You're using your laptop, and in a lot of cases, the laptop has
built-in camera.
the built-in camera, and it's aged. And those are not great quality.
No, they're terrible.
And they're using the audio built into the laptop.
Yeah.
And again, it sounds tinny, like you're in a box.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't sound good.
Yeah. So I think the tips that I always sort of go to, and I know you've got some other ones, and maybe I'll hit on them, but the tips that I've always found are, number one, keep it simple. Yeah. Don't have a background full of items and things. A simple background will always look better and will use less data. So your signal out will be smaller. You don't need as much bandwidth if you've got a simple background. As soon as you've got a bunch of clutter, the codecs in the Zoom channel have to actually like save all that and zip it up and send a little video picture along the way, so it's better. And then similarly, consistent lighting, so making sure that you don't have lighting changes all the time in the room. Open windows on a cloudy day where the clouds will come and go and brightness changes, that seems to really screw it up too. So I prefer to use an inside room.
But even a desk lamp.
With a desk lamp is a much better solution than having daylight through a window where it's going to change. What other things have you seen that cause trouble?
I think that a lot of times I get very disengaged from a session when the audio just doesn't sound good. I think audio is almost the most important factor that you should focus on your Zoom session. And in some cases that might be getting an external microphone, or if you are getting another webcam and you're purchasing an external webcam to your laptop, the built-in microphones are actually not that bad on those as well. And these are under $100. These are not big purchases. But you can buy even a wired lavalier mic on Amazon for under $10. And you would just plug that in the little microphone jack on your phone or your laptop or whatever, your tablet, and it would sound way better than the built-in one.
Does Apple actually have a microphone port
You
on their
have to get a
laptops?
lightning to microphone adapter cable.
You have to get a dongle for your dongle that you can plug a dongle into?
Yeah, unfortunately,
Yeah, I
you
know.
need a lot of dongles. The other thing is there's the lighting, and then there's background noises, you know, close the door, whatever, tell people to be quiet, have a big sign, it says Zoom session in progress, whatever you need to do. And
Try
then,
to avoid you having your 13-year-old shirtless son wandering around the house while you're in your conference.
I've heard that has happened to somebody before. Anyways, and again, you don't need to spend much. Last but not least, the quality of your internet connection can make a difference. I have found that most households have 1 million devices, and I'm not exaggerating, it feels like 1 million now, that are connected to Wi-Fi. And if you just have a simple Wi-Fi thing, and in the meantime, your daughter or your son is streaming a Netflix movie, and you've got your phone going, and you got some other stuff talking, it's all contending for the same airwaves. And even things like microwave ovens and stuff can cause interference. I know I don't want to get technical here, but if you can plug in your laptop into what they call an Ethernet cable directly into your modem, your Wi-Fi router, whatever it is, that's great. If you can't do that, maybe kind of, you know, make sure that you're close to for a strong signal, and that people in the same household, location, wherever you're at, are being nice with the bandwidth, and they're not going crazy downloading a whole bunch of movies or whatever it is they're doing at the moment. That will make a big difference, and it causes that, I call it the max headroom stuttering effect, but a lot of people probably can't relate to that.
Frame rates are the frame rates that get sent, and what you see too, are both completely dictated by how much bandwidth or how much,
and Zoom adjusts
how much space
automatic
you've got
on that.
And if your connection is blocky and crappy, it's because there's no bandwidth to carry it.
Yeah.
And Zoom has had to scale it down. Now, I really like that Zoom prioritizes audio quality over video quality in every case. I've never missed a part of the conversation, even if somebody is max headrooming in the corner. I hear what they're saying, and so I think that's, sort of speaks to having a good microphone. But yeah, there's some tips for making the video look better. Internet, backgrounds, keep it simple.
And are you wearing pants?
Pants are optional.
Okay.
To me, anyway.
Just don't forget when you stand up to leave.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Could be embarrassing.
Yeah. If you like what you saw, give us a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button.
Or thumbs down, because at least you're doing something.
Yeah, I'll take a thumbs down. Actually, what I found most effective is if you like the content we produce, click that thumbs up for us. If you don't like the content, really important, double click the thumbs down. It's a really effective way to let YouTube know you didn't like it.
Because you really want to show us that you didn't like it.
Double click that thumbs down, or give us just one thumbs up. We don't have an ego.